backed out to a 5-0 lead, only to see the Rangers respond rapidly with 6 runs in the bottom of the first. Texas takes the opener 9-7. We welcome you back to Arlington, Texas, into Globe Life Field as the fans make their way in for Game 2 of 3 between the San Diego Padres and the Texas Rangers. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Rosillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball, presented by Major League Baseball. Despite the loss here last night for the Padres, one of the highlights was Ty France, who lately has been terrific offensively and defensively.
Donnie, both sides of the scorecard, and we know he's got a gold glove. He's displaying that in St. Louis. Let's go back to the banks of the Mississippi, right? Runner on third. Ty gloves it, throws third base side. There's the tag, there's the out. Having a great night in St. Louis, or the afternoon, if you will. Off the bag, you have to bend in the bag to make the tag on the back end of the double play. Let's go back to last night. Jacob deGrom, the fastball away. Au revoir. Go fair with the ball. Slider, I bid you adieu. First player with 3 extra base hits in the same game off deGrom. Last night, 3 for 4, a couple of home runs, 10 total bases for Ty France.
Today it is Walker Buehler taking the baseball in Game 2 of this series, and really he's been the most reliable starter the Padres have had.
The veteran's really coming through, and it's a spot in the rotation to where if the Padres need a win, Walker Buehler can be that guy to be the stopper. So, progress. It's been his middle name. Last 3 starts, 15 2/3, the 1.72 ERA. The whip at 1.5, but making some good pitches to get out of some jams. 76% first pitch strikes. That's the really good thing. With that cut fastball, it's got the knuckle curve. Second highest in any 3-start stretch of Walker's career.
Former Padre Mackenzie Gore toes the slab today for Texas.
Well, he's got the good fastball, and he could be flip a coin type guy. The last 3 starts, 16 2/3 innings, 5.4 ERA, and the whip almost at 2. The previous 4, he was locating the fastball a little more. He's still got the power fastball, but in those 4 starts, 21 1/3, 1.69, and a .8 whip for Mackenzie Gore. Which Mackenzie Gore will we see tonight?
We are deep in the heart of Texas. It's Game 2. It's the San Diego Padres. It's the Texas Rangers, and it's coming your way next. Padres Baseball is presented by Petco, official partner of the San Diego Padres. By UC San Diego Health, the official healthcare provider of the San Diego Padres. By your Lexus dealers in Carlsbad, El Cajon, Escondido, and San Diego, we invite you to test drive a Lexus today. And by Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card. Earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Terms apply. Game 2 of this 3-game series. It's the Padres, the Rangers. Before we get it started, let's send it field level. And Mike Pomeroy.
Donnie, thanks very much. A big day today for catcher Blake Hunt, the 27-year-old. Going to get his first big league start behind the plate today. He was drafted by the Padres in 2017, bounced around the minors with several organizations, and now 9 years later, he has finally arrived.
It has been a long journey, and I've had a lot of people in my corner that have helped me, navigate the ups and downs, and they're the reason I'm here. So at the end of the day, I'm going out there to put my best foot forward and show off for them. At the end of the day, we are a product of who we surround ourselves with, and I'm very blessed and fortunate to have a very family-oriented crowd between my agency, my fiance and her family, and my family. Everybody's very close, and I've got a great close-knit group of friends that we've all been together in our neighborhood since we were, young playing wiffle ball. I texted that in the group chat. I said, hey, a long way from the cul-de-sac. So I'm very lucky.
So certainly a big day and a special day for Blake Hunt and his family as he's going to be behind the plate for Walker Buehler. Now let's get you back upstairs for first pitch. Don Orsillo and Mark Grant. Donnie?
Thanks very much, Mike. As we get ready, and they get ready coming in from the bullpen. He definitely was excited last night. Sat with him on the bus last night, actually going back to the hotel, and he was fired up. Actually kind of glad that he got thrown into the game. Didn't have time to think about it last night.
Right.
Make his major league debut.
Get in there, and look how excited he is. And to make your major league debut catching a guy like Walker Buehler, that's special too.
So here we go, his first major league start, and of course he'll get his first AB as well. We check out the Padres lineup from Globe Life Field. It is brought to you by UC San Diego Health as Fernando Tatis Jr. at second base leading it off. Samad Taylor has been hot. He is in left field with Manny Machado at third. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop with Jackson Merrill in center. Ty France at first base. Nick Solak is the DH with Jace Bowen getting a start in right. And Blake Hunt getting his first major league start. On the mound for these Texas Rangers, a very familiar face, former Padres first-round draft choice Mackenzie Gore.
Yeah, the 27-year-old making his 16th start. It's kind of like flip a coin. We talked about it in our game open. Which will we see in Mackenzie Gore this afternoon? 78 innings. The strikeout is there. 226 opponent's batting average, and the whip at 1.31 for the left-hander.
Let's take a look at StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud.
We talked about DeGrom's home road splits last night. How about this afternoon? Mackenzie Gore, same type deal. Look at the ERA in the bottom left, 5.75. You see percentages and the batting averages against. Now on the right here at home, which is typically a pitcher's ballpark, only 188 four-seamer average. The curveball 222. The cutter, but likes to pound the zone. He's not afraid to challenge these hitters.
Time for the Sequan Casino Resort Scouting Report.
All right, the left-hander, we know all about Mackenzie Gore. The power fastball is still there. There it is. The fuzzy command, though, at times. The curveball is his go-to secondary pitch. Two-seamer to lefties, change-up to righties. He likes ketchup and mustard on his cheeseburgers, and occasionally he will mix in a hot dog. Stepping up to home plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. Stepping up to the mic with the play-by-play is the voice of the San Diego Padres. Take it away, Don Orsillo.
Thanks very much, Mudley. Here we go. Game 2 of the 3-game series. As ready to work is Mackenzie Gore. Fernando in on the right side. First pitch in this one is ball 1 inside. We're underway from Arlington, Texas. On the top spot of the order at 280 with 2 homers, 26 runs batted in for Fernando. Takes the strike, evens a count of 1-1. As you said, the number is much better at home, and I think probably a lot of these pitchers, and certainly the case with DeGrom, they're willing to challenge guys here because you got a big old yard behind you there.
Over the course of games played here at Globe Life Field, not as many runs as other ballparks. So yes, it's a mind thing. As a pitcher, you go to a ballpark that's notoriously known to be a pitcher's park. Give me the ball. If you can command the fastball, get ahead, you're going to have some success. Ty France had a great night in the big leagues yesterday with the grand slam and the solo shot. Had a nice night.
1-2 to Fernando, and a swing and a miss struck him out. High heat at 96. Time now for our Blue Moon Bright Spot. As Samad Taylor stepping in with 1 away. He's got a 10-game hitting streak heading into today's action. 15 hits during the 10-gamer, 395. Getting on base at 452. And back in there in the 2 spot. They moved him up in the lineup, and he likes to do that, which is show bunt right away and grab the attention of both the third baseman and first baseman in Young and Berger, and they're charging in anytime he does it. And he's got the kind of speed where he can beat it out a lot of times too.
Yep.
375 overall with 1 home run, 8 runs batted in. And the bunt bid. Mackenzie Gore, the pitcher, a bobble, and reaching is Taylor.
See what speed can do? Kind of rush it a little bit. We just saw it firsthand. Even is showing a bunt early. You know, he surveys the defense. He sees where the first baseman is. He sees where the second baseman is. That's just a straight bobble there. Trying to push it between the pitcher and the first baseman, and couldn't find the handle.
So it's a base hit. He extends that hitting streak to 11 games. And Machado, tough night last night, looking to bounce back here today. Flips it foul off to the right out of play. Down to the count 0-2. Score a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run with the purchase of a large drink.
Who's it going to be today? Tomorrow you can go slap some cheese on that thing. It was Ty France yesterday. Enjoy that jumbo jack today. Maybe tomorrow as well. See type of a running game that the Padres have with the lefty Gore out there. You've got speed. You got Scooter over there at first base. He's got the speed to where that first move of that leg kick put some pressure on the first baseman to make a good throw. There he goes.
There he goes. And Machado's out ahead, sending it foul down the left field line.
Oh, he had a really good jump. Really good jump.
Manny Machado last night 0 for 5, 3 strikeouts. Most opponent average here at home. And Gore fit in that category. Sean DeGrom also good numbers. He's in the top 5 as well. So from 0-2 to 2-2. Boy, he settled down after a 5-run first inning.
He most certainly did.
Retired 14 of the next 15 Padres he faced. Machado slaps it foul off to the right, out of play.
See what Mackenzie Gore's doing with Taylor on first base, an abbreviated slide step. He realized their speed over there, and that might take a little something off his pitch and as far as location as well as he delivers plate work.
Taylor's going as Machado fouls it off again, and got a piece of the catcher and former teammate Higashioka.
Love Higgy. Love that kid.
He says he misses the Higgy Bank in the Western Metal Building.
It was so good to see him yesterday and chat with him and Freddie, Travis Jankowski, and of course Skip Schumacher.
He wishes the building was here. It's
Yeah.
much further down the left field line here. So he cannot make a deposit into the Higgy Bank here. He misses it.
And he's jacked.
He works out.
Yeah, he does.
2-2 to Manny. Good battle here with Mackenzie Gore. Going over again, another disengagement. That's the second one.
There's Freddie. Travis Jankowski, another good egg. First base coach for the Rangers.
Whoa, going over there. That's a balk. That would be the third disengagement, no? That's the second one, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought he went over there before.
Are they double checking here? Out, safe call at first. Challenge.
The Rangers are challenging the safe call at first base.
Oh, I think he's out. Wow. See the movement of the jersey, the glove there, and yeah, he's out. Yeah.
It's a pretty definitive look right there.
Yeah, it is.
You always say, is there enough to overturn it? I think
After
there is.
review, the call's overturned. The runner's out. Rangers retain his challenge.
So base is now empty with 2 down. Confirmation for Mackenzie Gore of the count there, and it is 2-2 to Manny Machado, who has fouled off a bunch.
Now he goes back to the windup, full windup. It's an abbreviated windup.
Machado, it's a fly ball to left field. Kelnick coming in. And he'll make the catch. He puts an end to the top of the first. Padres don't score. The Rangers are coming up. Well, it's a Padres-Rangers interleague battle from Texas. And it was a battle here last night. Rangers take round 1. Padres trying to bounce back here and take round 2. And a big crowd on hand here today as we check out the Rangers lineup, brought to you by Appliance Alley for Skip Schumacher. Top of his order has Jock Peterson, the DH, with Josh Young at third base. Langford's in center with Nimmo in right. Duran at short. Kelnick in left. Berger at first with Lopez at second base, and Higashioka doing the catching. On the mound for the Padres, Walker Buehler.
All right, well, no 5 runs in the top of the first, 0-0 in the bottom of the first here, and 15 start for the veteran right-hander. Almost a strikeout per inning pitched.
Jock Peterson, the veteran, DHing again today after last night. 9 home runs so far in 70 games. Flips it foul off to the left out of play.
That's a cutter, backdoor cutter, and keep an eye on that pitch this afternoon for Walker Buehler. That's been in his repertoire for a while, but making really a lot of progress with that certain pitch. It's a good one, along with that two-seamer of his, working both sides of the plate.
Jock Peterson, his first 7 years was a Dodger, much like Buehler. And Buehler strikes him out. Good start, one away.
How many times have we seen this throughout baseball? And you don't have to throw 98, 99. It's a fastball up and away. 2 strikes, righty on lefty. It's a good combo. It's a good slot. It's a good quadrant to go to for the punch out.
One down here in the first inning. Josh Young, the third baseman. It's in the 2 spot for the Rangers. And this one's back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Not waiting around, jumping on that first offering from Walker Buehler.
Well, he's putting together quite the year, and he could find himself in Philadelphia if the All-Star game, as this one's right down the middle. He takes it right back up the middle. Good short stroke for Josh Young.
One out, one on. Wyatt Langford. It's a fly ball to shallow left center. Jackson Merrill will make the catch for out number 2. Let's take a look at the Padres defense presented by Valley View Casino. Left to right, it is Taylor, Merrill, and Bowen. Third to first, Machado, Bogarts, Tatis, and France, with Hunt doing the catching, making his major league debut, at least starting his first major league game. Made his debut last night. Defensively, didn't get an AB.
Hey, good speed in the outfield, Don, and let's see if that comes into play this afternoon, taking away the extra base and maybe some spectacular plays in that Padre outfield.
You really need it here with the power alleys being what they are.
Yeah. And you know, there's a lot of angles out there. It's not symmetrical. I mean,
No.
when you take a look at this outfield wall, it's in and out, back and forth. I mean, there's angles all over the place.
Nooks and crannies everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it just jets out, then it goes in, then it comes back out again. Almost a 90-degree angle out there in right center. A lot of stuff.
And as an outfielder, you get a ball that's hit and a hit off the wall. You know, you got it. You don't know where that caram's going to go. If it's you're turned back in like that 374, right, Honda?
Yep, right there.
It's going to dart towards the line. Well, for Walker Buehler, the veteran right-hander, the arsenal of the last 3 starts. The cutter, as I mentioned, the 4-seamer sinker. Now the slider, sweeper, knuckle curve, that complements the other ones. But look at the ERA in the bottom. You got to read the tab. 172 into the lefties, away to the righties. Nice last 3 starts for Walker.
It's a piece to stay alive here, down 0-2. Longtime New York Met Brandon Nimmo, first year here in Texas. Grounds one left side. Machado's over in the shortstop spot, and he flips underhanded to Bogarts to end the innings. Speaking of Bogarts, we come back to Texas. Oh, maybe he'll go boom.
Eats.
We are scoreless, headed to the top of the second inning in Texas. That's the score on our UC San Diego Health scoreboard. Game days are better with giveaways. Secure your next game day staple, the Western Snapback hat, thanks to Petco. On Monday, June 22nd, your next collectible, the Trevor Hoffman bobblehead, brought to you by Canals. On Wednesday, July 8th, see the full lineup at Padres.com/giveaways.
You're not going to want to miss. These are good quality items right here. There's the cap we've been talking about. San Diego Padres. Donnie, would you be so kind?
Oh, yeah.
And I got to show Trevor, the Hall of Famer, number 51. Our good friends at Canals. Love everybody there and what they do for the Padres and Trevor Hoffman. 601, count them. 2018 National Baseball Hall of Fame, number
Pretty
51.
Cool.
Yeah.
The stats are on there too, which is
Yeah, it's really cool.
cooler. Yeah,
Yeah.
in case you forgot. I think the likeness is pretty good too.
Yeah, it is really good. Looks mean. I'll throw you that changeup with a swing and miss. So come and get yours. Makes a great gift.
Xander Bogaerts leading it off here in the Padres' second inning.
Mackenzie Gore likes to throw that fastball up in the zone, and now are these Padre hitters disciplined enough? You know, early in the count, yeah, let it go for a ball, but with 2 strikes, if he throws it in that one little area, it's very enticing.
4-pitch walk start the second inning. Well, for Gore, walks tell a story. It starts with 3+, 1 and 3 with a 5.61 ERA, and it starts with 2 or fewer walks, 3 and 3 with a 3.25 ERA, and the WHIP under 1. That was the first base on balls allowed here. A leadoff walk for Xander Bogaerts to begin the second inning. Now Jackson Merrill. Quiet night last night, 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts in the game. Sprays it foul beyond a Padres dugout, third base way.
Well, I'm just looking at Mackenzie Gore and his stuff. We've seen him through the years. Last time out against the Minnesota Twins, he threw 102 pitches, and he loves that 4-seam fastball. Is he going to have the same game plan against these Padres? 53 out of those pitches thrown against the Twins were 4-seam fastballs of the 102. That's half. It's over half. Mixed in the cutter, the curveball, the changeup. So you gotta, I mean, I know they have a game plan, but you gotta get on the heater if it's in the zone.
Here's a flare to right field, incoming, but it's going to drop in front of Nimmo. And a base hit for Merrill. Taking second base, they tried to force out Bogaerts. He had to wait, make sure that Nimmo wasn't going to catch that. He does get safely into second, and Padres have the first 2 reach here in the second inning.
Boy, he got jammed on that when he fought it off. Jackson did. A 4-seamer up. He wanted it away, down and away, and hit soft enough to where, nope, not going to take the chance. Nimmo lets it hit, drop, and then the race is on to second base.
So first and second, nobody out. Ty France had a big night here last night. Grand slam and a solo shot for France. Also had a double mixed in there as well. As he'll take strike 1.
It's a good night in the big leagues.
Grand slam, the first of his career. 4th career multi-home run game, and the 2nd of this year.
Boy, how ironic was that last night? The first career grand slam for Ty, and the long career for Jacob deGrom giving up his first grand slam. Something that Jim Palmer never did.
Never did in his Hall of Fame career.
And he'll tell you.
Let's see, well.
Love Jim.
25th pitch coming up here for Mackenzie Gore. First time in deGrom's long career that somebody has had 3 extra base hits against him in one game.
How about that? And Jacob deGrom, a really good pitcher. And once again, Ty France last night using the whole field, opposite field on that grand slam, the 4-seamer away.
Let's check him out. The 2 home runs last night. First the grand slam.
It's worth another look. Fastball up and away, and Ty takes it that way. Home run number 7, RBIs 20, 21, 22, and 23. There's the slider to the bullpen. Home run number 8, RBI number 24.
2-2 pitch from Gore. And it's on the ground up the middle to second for 1, on to first. That's 2. Bogaerts will take third, but a big DP turned right there by the Rangers.
Four-seam fastball at 96, and where's the pitch? Kind of get in him a little bit. Nice feed at the keystone. Played a little catch. Padres need a 2-out knock here.
Nick Solak, the DH, running out of the 7th spot for the Padres. In 3 games so far. We're falling behind 2-0. Next pitch will be 30 for Mackenzie Gore. Just going from San Diego to Washington in the Soto deal. Was with the Nats 3 years. First year here in Texas. And missing badly that time. 3-0. In these weird pockets where all of a sudden he kind of loses it a little bit.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of like flip a coin. We talked about him in our open.
And that's ball 4. Walks Solak on 4 pitches. Second walk of the inning. So first and third now with 2 down. That'll bring up Jace Bowen and a visit from Higashioka. Prize Picks is the official daily fantasy sports partner of the San Diego Padres. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code Padres to get $50 instantly when you play $5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Jace Bowen in a big spot here with first and third and 2 down. Walks getting Gore into trouble here again.
Okay, as a hitter, you walk into the box, you know what Gore's got. You take a look, survey the defense. Big hole on the right side with Berger holding on. Nick Solak. I'm trying to punch something through that right side. Hey, you get a soft breaking ball, middle in, yeah, turn on it.
13th game that Jace Bowen has gotten into. He's being called up from AAA El Paso as he takes strike 1. Four-seam fastball, 96. Bogarts at third, Solak at first, 2 down here in the Padres' second inning. Runner goes and Bowen grounds on to shortstop. Duran will go to first for the out. Gore works his way around 2 walks in the inning. We're scoreless from Texas.
Couldn't feel my body. King was joking with me. I wear a Whoop, and he was like, would love to go back and see that timestamp at 8:35 to see what the heart rate did, and it definitely shot up pretty quickly. But I think best case scenario for the debut, just getting out there without any time to think and process. And totally right. Couldn't feel the body. Thankfully, I picked up that bunt or that swinging bunt and made the play.
That 27-year-old Blake Hunt getting his first big league start behind the plate today in Game 2 against the Texas Rangers. Yeah, he said he couldn't feel his body at all. That was with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th last night. Remember, the first pitch he called last night was a home run from Wyatt Langford. He said, that's the first time I'd ever called a pitch and not actually caught the pitch because it left the ballpark. He said after that he was so nervous he didn't know what to do with himself. So when he got that swinging bunt and out later from Ezekiel Tovar, he said he just never felt anything. He said it was like he was looking at himself make the play from outside of his body. And Mud, I know we've talked about this before. When a guy makes his big league debut, oftentimes they're so nervous it takes an inning or more before you actually feel yourself.
Yes, that's absolutely right. I know it's subjective. Different guys have different stories, but speaking from experience, I looked down at my feet and I said, whose feet are those? I could not feel my feet or legs. So I know what he's feeling, but it's different for everybody. And you know what? I think Blake, like any guy, Don and Mike, will figure out. It's like that scene in Hoosiers. Hey, how high is the hoop? It's 10 feet. How about the free throw line? Same distance as it is in Hickory as it is here in Indianapolis. So he's going to find the game's the same. The talent's a little better. And I'm excited to see Blake behind the plate.
Well, imagine what his first debut is going to be like.
Oh, yeah.
From that standpoint.
Well, here's the strikeout. You see the dirt flying. Wow. There's the spinning breaking ball. I like the setup from Blake behind the plate. He looks like a big league catcher.
Strikeout number 2 for Walker Buehler as he gets Duran. Here's Jared Kelnick, who will take the strike.
Talk about catchers. Once again, just the button up on Blake. 6'4", 215. That's a good target. Good target to throw to.
Kelnick, who at one time was a huge prospect. First round pick, 6th overall by the New York Mets in 2018. And since then, he has been well traveled. Just did not work out with the Mets. Ends up in Seattle. Didn't work out there too well either. Did for a little while, but not for the most part. Ends up in Atlanta for 2 seasons. White Sox, year 1 here in Texas. Fouls it off, getting his first start in a Rangers uniform. Was called up yesterday. Came off the bench to pinch hit. Started the season with the White Sox. And strike 3 gets him looking. Back-to-back Ks for Buehler. 3 in all. 2 down.
Good pitch. That's that cutter I was talking about. It's backdoor. He gives up on it, and then watch the break. Off the plate, and then on the outer third for the called strike.
2 down here in the second inning for Jake Berger. .248, 12 homers, 44 runs batted in for Berger. Working with the White Sox back in 2021. Miami for 2 seasons. Year 2 in Texas. Most home runs in any season, 34. That was between Miami and Chicago back in 23. 0-2 strikes here to Jake Berger. That is strike 3.
What do we got going here?
Oh, deep in the heart of Texas. Ezekiel Duran.
Say it, Donnie.
Jared Kelnick.
Say it.
Jake Berger all day by way of the game.
Everything's big in Texas.
Celebrate it. Share it.
Top of the 3rd, and here he is, Blake Hunt, to get his first major league at bat.
Has been waiting 552 games in the minors. 2,252 plate appearances.
His family ready to go. His fiance Melissa is here. And Hunt will take strike 1. It's a fastball.
.472 games at catcher in the minor leagues.
I think it's called up. Did he go? No, he did not. And really has not had a chance to play until last night on most of this trip, and had to be killing him. Waiting to see if he can get in.
Well, he looks disciplined at the plate. The last couple of breaking balls he's taken down. The curveball, last pitch. Not biting.
3 balls and a strike here to Hunt.
Get a fastball in the zone here. Go to Hacken.
He does, and fouls it off to the right out of play. Got the 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And that is strike 3, gets him looking. Cutter just grabbed the corner. Second strikeout for Gore, 1 away.
Like Walker Buehler, a righty to a lefty. How about the lefty on righty? And yes, the cutter at 89 catches the outside part of the plate.
One down in the third for Fernando. A strikeout victim in the first. He has the other K, as Gore has 2. And this one is grounded foul outside of third. Second time through this Padres order for Mackenzie Gore. Three years in Washington for Gore. It was up and down, mixed bag really. It was 7-10 the first year, 10-12 the next year, 5-15 his last year with the Nats in 30 starts.
Wow, look at those numbers. Plus 3.10 difference, the 4th largest in Major League Baseball on that home and road ERA.
To left center field, on the run is Langford going back, and he won't get it. And one hops up and over. The double for Fernando, just out of the reach of Wyatt Langford, the center fielder.
Oh, Fernando went down and got that one. That was a changeup. Well, he was out in front a little bit, but kept his hands back into the pull side, just out of the reach of Langford for the rule book double into the Padres bullpen.
There's been traffic in every inning so far against Gore, and now Tatis at second with 1 away for Samad Taylor. He extended his hitting streak to 11 games with the bunt base hit in the first inning. They're in at the corners in case he decides to bunt again. Ball 2-0. Gore wants a new baseball. There's a strike on the edge.
That's paint at the knees at 96. See if he tries to pound him inside and kind of keep that ball on the left side of the infield, try to keep Fernando at second base.
In the air, down the right field line, headed foul, headed for the seats. Hit night last night for Taylor in the first game of the series. Flips it foul. Defensive swing and a changeup.
Yeah, like that changeup for Fernando. Fernando was way out in front of it, but pulled it. That one there. Samad looked like he wanted trying to poke that ball the opposite way. Does he have him set up for that heater in after going soft down and away? The cat and mouse game between pitcher and hitter.
Runner going in Fernando for third, but it's fouled back to the screen.
There's that cutter in on the hands. So changeup away, cutter in, fought it off. Reset.
Tatis at second base with 1 out here in the Padres' third inning. Spirals off the backside, no throw, but he's going to pay a little attention to him. I forgot about him out there, and then Fernando took off for third base. Pitch 50 coming up here for Gore. And it's on the ground to short. Durant looks Fernando back and then fires to first for out number 2.
Fernando made a little break towards third base, and The rule of thumb there is if you can beat the baseball on the grounder, yes, but he could not. It was in front of him. Watch, he doesn't beat the baseball. It's way, got to get back.
He might have had a chance to get him.
Got to get
he
the
was at
sure
second.
Right.
Lopez was there.
Yeah.
And he's still there at second base with 2 down. Machado go? No, he did not. I checked with Mike Malinsky, first base umpire. And he flied out to left in the first inning, getting his second look today at Mackenzie Gore. And sends this one to right center. Langford on the run will not catch it. It's off his glove. Around from second base comes Fernando. Machado to second base. He's got himself an RBI double. Padres strike first on top 1-0. Langford almost got to Fernando's double, and he almost gets to Machado's ball.
Manny squares up this four-seam fastball, 96. It's middle end, stays inside it, drives it the opposite way. So what's that tell you? It's going to be slicing. Great effort by Langford. How close? That close. RBI double. Trading places with Fernando, and there's a point on the board for the Padres.
A 2-out double and RBI. Here's Bogaerts. He takes a look at strike one on a curveball from Mackenzie Gore. Bogaerts walked in the second, one of 2 walks handed out by Gore, both in the same inning. Fooled on that curveball. And he hits second with 2 down in the Padres' third inning. Bouncing in, almost hit him.
Nice stop right there by Higashioka. Wow, this ball bounced. Watch where this ball bounces. And it finds the glove.
Kind of checked up a little bit.
Yeah, it did. It'll do that on that breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out Bogaerts to end the inning, but the Padres strike first. Manny Machado with a double just out of the reach of Wyatt Langford out there in center field. Got some glove on it. Scoring is Tatis. Padres take a 1-0 lead in Texas.
Padres.
1-0 Padres have lead over the Rangers as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Time for the Home Depot working on a win. Walker Buehler marched through May in 11 starts, a 4.88 ERA. Last 3, a 1.72. First pitch strikes has been getting ahead of people.
Progress, and no matter if you're a rookie or a veteran like Walker Buehler, you're going to have ebbs and flows during the season, and he is on the upward trend. Progress, and the Padres, the rotation, they need that. He's a bulldog, like Ruben Niebla has said through since Walker's been here, man. He challenges hitters. He's stubborn, and give me a guy like that every single day, every 5th day, right?
Nicky Lopez leading it off.
Ooh, like a pretty good pitch.
'30th pitch coming up here for Buehler, first hitter of the third inning. And Lopez hits it in the air to left field. Taylor will have room. Backpedals to make the catch for out number 1. Spend your summer at America's #1 ballpark cheering on the Padres. Join us for exciting matchups and promotions, family-friendly fun, and must-have giveaways. Explore the full schedule and get your tickets at the official source. That's Padres.com/tickets.
Padres.com/tickets. Petco Park. Be there.
Alagashioka batting here with one down in the third inning. In San Diego for one season. 84 total games back in 2024. Shoots one the other way. That is caught by Ty France up into the air to make the grab for out number 2.
Ty France good on his feet. Work around the bag. And how about to his right and times the lead perfectly. Does a fine job over there, the Gold Glover.
Buehler has retired 7 in a row, and here's Jock Peterson as he goes second time through this order. Peterson a strikeout victim in the first, one of 4 Ks for Walker Buehler. He struck out the side in order in the second inning, and I got to yell some stuff. Ahead 0-2. On the ground to first base, Ty France will flip to Buehler covering for out number 3. 3 done from Texas. Padres have a 1-0 lead.
At the Home Depot.
Padres baseball is presented by Sequan Casino Resort, official casino partner of the San Diego Padres. By your Toyota dealers, we make it easy. And by Cal Coast Credit Union. You have a question you'd like Don and Bud to answer? We'll scan the QR code, or you can visit calcoastcu.org/baseball for a chance to have your question read on the air, Don.
Thanks very much, Mike. Nicely done.
Nice job, Mike.
To the 4th we go. Jackson Merrill leading it off here against Mackenzie Gore. Merrill singled to right field in the second inning. 1 of 4 Padres hits so far against these Rangers. Pitch will be 60 for Gore. Join the Padres On Deck membership wait list to become a future season ticket member. Enjoy the best access and value on Padres baseball. With memberships currently sold out, this is your chance to secure a spot in line for seats when they become available.
On deck.
Join today at Padres.com/waitlist.
Yeah, Padres.com/waitlist. Get on deck. Start getting loose. It's your time to hit coming up.
1-2 pitch to Merrill.
Well, last time up for Jackson, as Donnie mentioned, he singled to right field. There was a fastball in that he fought it off. Looping fly ball. Let's see if Mackenzie Gore tries to go soft stuff away. Jackson even in the count right here.
Line to right and a base hit for Merrill. Nimmo will get it back in, but Jackson Merrill's 2 for 2 today.
It was the soft stuff. It was a curveball, but poorly located. Higashioka wants it down and away, and that's middle in. Curveball speeds up the bat of Jackson. Thank you very much to the pull side. Way to start off the inning.
Padres have had the lead runner on in 2 of 4 innings. And Ty France now standing in on the right side. Batted into the 6-4-3 DP in the second inning.
Get something up in the zone and try to elevate it. Find a gap.
Two singles to right for Merrill. Ward at first with nobody out here in the fourth inning. 1-1 to tie France. Not close. Four-seam fastball running away. Three and one. Nick Solak waiting on deck here for San Diego. Nobody out in the fourth inning. Jake Berger holding on Merrill at first base. Size lead now for Jackson. And this is to left field. Back goes Kelnick. And shy of the track, he'll pull it in. Back to first goes Merrill.
Looked like a cut fastball. Hitters count, fastball count, 3-1, but Ty just cannot square it up. Lefty on righty. There's the cutter. You can see him work around it, see that spin, and yes, down by the label a little bit. That's a good pitch by Mackenzie Gore.
So one out. Merrill still at first. Here's Nick Solak, who walked his first time up. One of two walks allowed in that inning by Gore, and in his outing. Goes to the curveball for the strike. Jackson Merrill at first base with one out. A little bigger lead now over there. Solak swats at it, sends it foul off to the right. Very big crowd here today in Texas for game 2, the middle game of this 3-game series. Rangers took game 1.
As we take a look at the environs here in Texas, Nick Solak should be familiar with this, being a former Texas Ranger.
Runner goes, and a fly ball to center field. Langford going back, and he'll backpedal to make the catch, and back to first goes Merrill with now 2 down. Tell you what, I like this ballpark, but the biggest thing I like about it, of the new ballparks, most of them push back the upper deck. You and I have talked about it a lot before. This one is straight up. And it reminds me of the old Yankee Stadium.
Donnie, I love it.
It's awesome. I mean, it's a little steep up there, up top, but at least it's straight up, and the sight lines are fantastic.
Totally agree with you. See the field level seats above the dugout? There are some stadiums, the newer stadium, they go way back until you see the second deck. Not so much here. It's stacked, and I think it's put together quite nicely. It's great for the fans. I love it.
I like it a lot better than the one that's still across the street, because that one was pushed back all the way back and had the big lower bowl that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Check on first base, and back is Merrill.
To see Bowen split a gap right here and watch Jackson run. 2 outs, crack of the bat, come around to score.
Merrill goes, swing and a miss, throw down there, and Jackson's got a stolen base. In the scoring position with 2 down.
That'll work. As I mentioned earlier, with the left-hander out there, you go on the first move from that front foot of Gore.
That Padres stolen base presented by Uber Eats. Use code PadresSteel for $10 off your next order of $15 or more. Terms apply while supplies last. See app for details. Curveball skipping in. Chase Bowen grounded to short in the second inning. That's with Merrill at second, 2 down on the Padres fourth. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out to end the inning. It's 4 strikeouts for Gore. 3.5 done, 1-0 Padres.
Well, first off, Walker's a very confident competitor. He believes in himself, he believes in his stuff, and he doesn't shy away from the strike zone. We saw it last game where he threw 81% first pitch strikes, so he's going right after hitters. That and his ability to shape pitches, I think that has really taken the next step for him as he's been here. Just the ability to be unpredictable. In the past it was a bigger fastball with a curveball shape behind it. This year we see a little bit more of an east-west attack in the mix, and he's really taken to it.
Well, that cutter just part of his arsenal there, a 4-seam fastball. Today so far 75% of his pitches have been fastballs, and he's not leaning entirely on the cutters we talked about earlier with Mudd at 14% of the time. But when I talked to Ruben, he said that 2-seamer is really the biggest pitch that benefits from the cutter, because then he gets that east and west direction that Ruben was mentioning that's so effective for him, and just pounding the strike zone against a passive team relatively like Texas. They have the second least productive offense in Major League Baseball. I think Buehler today is showing you what he's capable of, because he is truly fearless as you check out his pitch breakdown right now. And it's that aggressiveness and his willingness to go to the heater on both sides of the plate that's really, I think, ticked up his game a bit, Don.
Like, it seems like he has made the adjustment to what he is now, not what he was as a Dodger.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's sitting about 93, 94 miles an hour now at the fastball. We remember his time with LA, where he would easily sit 97, 98 and just dare you to hit it. His stuff was so filthy. But now he said, I'm evolving as a pitcher. And that means not just throwing the ball as hard as I can. It's being refined, being better with my sequencing, and hitting my spots.
It's almost like reinventing yourself. And look at that sequence. You got to really love that sequence right there with that slider. Finishing off Langford. Beautiful pitch.
Good strikeout for Buehler.
And with 2 strikes, look, out of the hand, it looks like a strike. That's what pitchers are supposed to do. Strike, not a strike. With the movement, with the spin. Now Langford's at the plate. I beg your pardon. That was Young with the swing and miss.
1 down to the inning. Wyatt Langford, who flied out to center in the first inning. Has to be hard, though, to be the competitor that he is. You reach back for that gas. That's what you would do in the past. And now you're thinking about other ways to get guys out.
You got to convince yourself, hey, if I'm going to stick around in this league, after the surgeries, after the injuries, and okay, I know I'm 100% healthy and I'm throwing my best gas and it's only 94. Okay, I better make an adjustment, add another pitch, or refine a pitch that I've already thrown for quite a while, like the cutter. And so what he essentially is doing, Mike and Ruben said first pitch strikes 81%, right? But we've always talked about strikes and quality strikes. Hey, a strike is right down the middle. Hitters at this level, they love that. Now you got to start dicing the plate up into thirds and maybe even quarters. Can you throw it to that outer third? Can you throw it to that inner quarter?
You can also see just how much sharper his pitches are. Remember when you're coming back off of surgery, you'll start to see like your mechanics just drift on you a little bit. And you'll occasionally have the great feel, and then for no particular reason, you'll lose that feel. And he said that's just part of coming back from the injury, learning what your body's capable of, taking that hump out of your breaking pitches and making sure your pitches are refined and sharp. And I think we've seen that, especially over the last handful of outings. I think 1 earned run allowed in his last 3 starts coming into today. So he's not only a little bit better, a little more refined, but certainly more consistent.
Full count now.
There's 94 on the fastball. That was a 2-seamer, sinker, up and away. Okay, like for instance, this pitch right here, 3-2. A lot of guys are expecting the fastball, right? Let's see what Walker does here. Stuck with the heat.
When Padres pitchers K9U win, score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. Next pitch should be 50 for Buehler, who has retired 9 Rangers in a row. Making him work is Langford.
There's that cut fastball, the cutter that Ruben Niebla was talking about in that soundbite after the four-seamer. Still 3-2. Yes, he did.
Didn't go, according to Mike Malinsky, and it's ball 4. They'll break up the 9 in a row.
Wow.
Retired, and the first walk allowed by Buehler.
Oh. All right, work for the grounder.
And Nimmo grounding into a fielder's choice in the first inning. Over to first right away, and crossing over to get back is Langford. Up top. There's that fastball at 92, the four-seamer. Talked about earlier, not the upwards 96, 97 he used to have.
Yep.
Short lead for Langford at first base. Here's a 1-1. And it's into center field, a base hit. Langford is thinking heading to third. Here comes a throw from Merrill to third, and he'll be out at third base. Jackson Merrill guns him down at third. Challenge.
Were they too late? Let's take a look.
Said it's too late.
Boy, this is fun. Check out this throw. It's a short hop. Manny gloves it. We're screened by the top half of the runner. But what a play. And you know what? Credit third base umpire Doug Eddings. Not Doug Eddings, I stand corrected. Third base umpire all over it. Had a really good view on that play at third base.
Neil Jimenez, the third base umpire.
Nice positioning right there. Oh, it looks like he got him on the back. Tough to tell, but he's all over it. Look at the positioning. Good job.
So Nimmo at first now with 2 down in the inning. Get him on the back, or does he miss? Oh, looks like he got him.
Yeah. Another thing, did you see how close that ball was from hitting the runner? I mean, it was very, very close. Talk about a game of inches. And a great pick right there by Manny.
Yeah, they ruled it. Skip Schumacher was just late. They weren't going to let him challenge it. Took too long. Doug Eddings is the crew chief. He is the home plate umpire.
Yeah, there was a change before the game, right?
Yes. Eddings has the plate. The crew chief, Malinsky at first, Morales at second, and Jimenez is the umpire at third. 60th pitch coming up for Walker Buehler with 2 down, a runner at first. Duran chops one on 2 hops to short. Bogarts will go to second for the force out, and will end the inning. Nicely done. We're through 4 in Texas. Padres enjoy a 1-0 lead. City Connect Fridays are back. Every Friday home game is up. Party in the Park, presented by Southwest Airlines. Start your weekend with $5 drink specials, live music, and a City Connect celebration from the time the gates open to first pitch. Explore all Friday games at Padres.com/party.
Just look at that. You can be part of that. Have the fun.
Blake Hunt with a swing and a miss. Getting it off here in the 5th inning in his first Major League AB. Struck out looking. His second look at Gore in his second Major League at bat. And a challenge here.
Catcher's challenging the ball call.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Was a strike.
Pitch is a strike. Texas still has 2 challenges.
Wow. That's as close as it gets.
Went down 0-2. Been traffic in every inning so far against Gore. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. 5th strikeout for Gore. Second time that Hunt has struck out today.
First AB in the 3rd, got him with a cut fastball. And this time, it's the curveball. Expanding the zone below the knees.
One down in the 5th for Fernando. He struck out swinging, doubled, and scored. In the air to right center. From right comes Nimmo for out number 2. You know, it's kind of a weird thing. I've seen it a few times in the sunlight early in last night's game and today. The outfielders must have a tough time with the middle portion of the roof and finding the ball because they seem to lose it there for a second. And if you look, there are panes at the top here that are open that you can see through.
Yeah.
So that must be it.
You've got the beams, you've got the window, you've got the glare coming through. I would have to say yes, it's a challenge at times. No doubt.
There's stuff going on up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's that. Well, none of them are looking at that, but what I'm looking at is in the middle, like right over where they are.
That'll be my homework.
There you go, up top. Yep. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Right there is what they're looking at. And they lose it for a split second, and that.
Yeah, good luck, huh?
Yeah. And I saw Nimmo come in, and all of a sudden it looked like he didn't know where it was. And then he found it again.
Panic mode.
On a ball to short right field. Samad Taylor quickly down here, 0-2. And did he go? No, he did not.
Oh, let's take a look. That's close. I mean, that's so subjective, right? And that's a tough call for any umpire. It happens so quickly.
Five in a row now retired by Mackenzie Gore. There's 2 outs here in the 5th. Full count to Samad Taylor. Manny Machado waiting on deck.
And defensively very, very shallow in center field for Langford.
And strike 3 gets him looking. Kind of a late punch out there by Eddings. 6 strikeouts for Gore. 1-0 Padres. Padres on top 1-0 over the Rangers. That's the score on our UC San Diego Health scoreboard. Now, Mud, say some stuff.
Well, talk about Walker Buehler. Donnie, it's all about getting outs, right? The more outs you get, there's 3 in an inning, you go to the next inning. Well, Walker Buehler threw 4 innings. He's about to start his 5th. 12 outs, 3 in the sinker, 3 in the slider. And you can see he's aggressive in the zone. Only 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 pitches out of the zone. So he's being very aggressive against these Rangers. And he's mixing up his arsenal. Right in the zone. First pitch strike.
strikeouts, 1 walk. Kelnick leading it off here now for Texas in the 5th. And a swing and a miss. .65 for Buehler coming up here, first hitter of the 5th. And a swing and a miss struck him out. That's 6 Ks down for Buehler, 1 away here in the 5th.
Oh, this is nice. Talked a lot about the cut fastball. This is the true slider. Right over the top of it. Really good location. On and then off the plate for the swing and miss. He's feeling it.
Berger lifts one in the air down the right field line. Bowen over towards the seats, but that's well back into the box seats. When Padres pitchers K9U win, score 25% off your total purchase of participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. With 1 out here in the 5th. And Berger taking a ball. It evens the count at 1-1.
Okay, if he's your teammate, what are you calling him? Donnie, what's your nickname for Jake? I just thought of one.
Cheese?
I'm calling him Veggie.
Down the right field line. Headed towards the corner and a foul ball. Veggie Burger.
Yeah. He hits a home run back to the dugout. Veggie, way to swing it. Man, that a kid.
How many nicknames do you think you created over the course of your
It started in high school.
Okay.
My best friends in high school, we hung out. We had nicknames for everybody down our hallway, and they would just look at us like shaking their heads. It's a term of endearment. We love you. It's fun. Nicknames are fun. They're meant to be fun.
You're all about fun. That's 7 strikeouts for Buehler. That's fun. 2
Yes,
down.
it is. And this is the 4-seam fastball. What does 4-seam start with? The letter F, and that's fun. That's high cheese against Veggie.
2 down in the 5th. Nicky Lopez will ground one right side of the backhand. Fernando off balance throw cannot be dug out by France. It gets away and off the photographer as well. They will give him second base. That may have made contact with the photographer, and he'll get second base with 2 down.
Nice play by Fernando, and hey, we've seen Ty France make some really good plays on the back end, picking balls out of. This is one of those in-betweeners. Off the dirt, off the glove, off the runner. Let's check it out here. Changes direction, almost hits the first base coach, and they give him second base.
I was thinking hit and E on the throw. But so far they got just the E.
Yeah, I would rule that a base hit as well. Base hit and error, sure. That's what. Yeah, I would. I agree with you.
So far, that's not the case.
Yeah, that was definitely not ordinary effort on Fernando's part. I would rule that a base hit and error.
Let's have him reaching on 2-base error. And a ground ball. Another chance here for Fernando. Much easier try. And that will end the inning. Through 5, Padres have a 1-0 lead.
It does look.
All righty, it is time now for our Ask Don and Mud segment. It's brought to you by Cal Coast Credit Union. Today's question from Kelly Carter, who asks, very related to this video, what's your favorite mascot race, guys?
Well, I think mine's gone, unfortunately. It's no longer with us. So I worked with Dennis Eckersley for a couple of years in Boston. And when we would go into Oakland and the Coliseum, they would have the race there was their Hall of Famers from the past. Ricky Henderson was one of them. Catfish Hunter.
Right.
And Eck. And I don't think I'm missing anybody, right? It was 3 guys, I think. Is there a 4th? I don't know.
I can't.
I know it's those 3 for sure. But that was my favorite. But I'm pretty sure they did not take that with them to Sacramento.
You know what, Donnie? Can I do a little research on that?
Yeah,
I'm
please
not
check it out. Because I remember going there. I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Because we went there last year.
Yeah. Anywho, mine is the sausage race in Milwaukee. I love everything about that sausage race. You know, you got the brat, you've got the chorizo, hot dog Italian, and the Polish. And I think it's fun. It's Milwaukee. It screams Wisconsin. And no matter who wins that race, to me, they're all wieners to me.
If I had to pick one now, I would say the President's in Washington.
That's a good one.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Mike, what do you like?
You know, I like the President's race too, but that sausage race tough to beat. Not for the reasons you described, Mudcat, but for others. You know, this is the original mascot race. Happened here in Texas. It was the dot race. You may or may not remember back when it was old Arlington Stadium. And it was more like a video screen, kind of like an Atari game where it was a race of dots.
Right.
Colored dots. You pick, blue, red, green, yellow. And that was the origin of the dot race that evolved, of course, into what we have today.
Nice.
Sorry for staying at a Holiday Inn Express, not a sponsor.
I never knew that. That's new information. I had no idea.
I did not know that as well.
That's why I'm here, Donnie.
Nice.
Providing new information.
Mostly irrelevant, but occasionally on point.
And now this is what it has become from what used to be on the screen, right? And now it's in real life.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, that's dirty pool right there.
That was
red
not
dot.
fair. This one is grounded up the middle. The shortstop Duran. Nice play. 2 down here in the 6th. It is now 8 in a row retired by Mackenzie Gore. Well, if you have a question for us, scan the QR code or visit calcocu.org/baseball, and maybe, just maybe, you'll hear your question answered live on the air.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that. Good stuff.
2 down in the 6th inning for Jackson Merrill. Strike 2. Gore has been very good through the middle innings here so far, and again he's retired 8 in a row and 9 of the last 10. To left, and diving to make the catch in left is Kelnick. Nice play. Robs Jackson Merrill. This was headed towards the surface. Kelnick says no. Great catch. 1-0 San Diego.
Well, for Walker Buehler, he is about to start his 6th inning of work, and he's got it working. He's got 7 punchies through 5 innings. 3 on the slider, the 4-seamer, 2, and 1 each for the cutter and sinker. Tied a season high. He's really pounding that strike zone, challenging these Rangers hitters. He's got a 1-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Here's Don.
Thanks, Mudley. Top of the order, Jock Peterson, known for his power, bunting at that one. 0 for 2 so far in this game. Striking out in the 1st, grounding out to first base in the 3rd.
Nice changeup.
Action in the pen. Kyle Hart is first up for San Diego. 76 pitches for Buehler. Not a bad spot here. Pitch count wise. Just beginning his third time through.
Last 3 outings, 86 pitches each outing. Orioles, Reds, Phillies.
Seems like it's kind of a firm number.
Yeah. Yeah, he as many as 101. That was back against Seattle back in May. But you're right, on 85 to 90.
Machado is coming in from third base. Not sure what that was about.
No.
They're yelling from Skip Schumacher and his coaching staff, yelling at Eddings. I think they wanted I don't know what they wanted. That was weird.
Are they considering that like maybe because Doug Eddings pointed towards the dugout for the Padres. Have to wait and see on that.
On the ground to first base of the backhand, France covering is Buehler for out number 1 of the 6th.
Okay, Young is coming to the plate, right? And we talk about hot zones. Now you're catching the pitches coming in towards you. This versus right-handed pitchers this season. Well, up and in, you can get them down and in, down and away. But look at up in the zone, third of the plate and in. Boy, he likes to turn on it. Away, he gets extended at 364. So there are some spots where you can get to him.
Driven to left center field off the bat of Young and out of the reach of Taylor, up against the fence. Headed for second, and he'll get there standing. A 1-out double. That appeared to be pretty close to down the middle.
Yeah. It was a cut fastball, and you're absolutely right. Right down the middle. Good looking swing.
So 1 out, Young at second, and here is Langford. Rangers center fielder is flied to center and walked as he takes the strike. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Elevated that four-seamer. Off the end of the bat, foul. Do it again, 1-2.
As a pitcher, you read the last swing. Did you see that swing? It was a sweeper down and away, kind of one-handed it. Bad looking hack. And we talked about that two-seamer from Walker. Does he try to bust him inside? Be able to tell where Hunt sets up here down the middle. Trying to go up and away there.
Second straight inning that the Rangers have had the tying run in scoring position. Left Lopez there in the fifth. Young is there with 1 out at second base. Here's a 2-2 pitch to Langford. Ball 3. And he's up to that number we've been talking about, 86.
Yeah, you know, you start looking at that last pitch was a slider. It really wasn't as a competitive pitch as earlier in the game. That might be a sign too.
Think he's laboring?
It could be, but that's the one thing I always look at. Breaking balls early as opposed to getting up there in the count.
Line to left. This is trouble. It's in the corner. From second comes Young around. He will score on the double by Langford. This game is tied at 1. And again, this is the start of third time through, and a different result here for Buehler.
Remember I mentioned the sweepers away and 2 seamers in. That's exactly what he did there, but he just catches too much of the plate. And it's a fine line. If that ball's in a little bit more, maybe a different story, or down. It's a grounder to Manny, not the case. The Rangers tie this one up.
That is the day for Walker Buehler. 87 total pitches. We've got a pitching change from Texas. It's a brand new ball game, tied at 1.
Minions and Monsters, only in theaters July 1st. Rated PG.
Time now for the Allstate Good Hands replay, and we've been seeing Merrill do it all year, but this terrific throw from center field, and Manny Machado with a great tag as well, able to get Langford in to end that threat. It would have been first and third with 1 out. Instead, it was 2 outs with the runner at first. New pitcher, Kyle Hart.
Last time out in St. Louis, Kyle threw the ball pretty well. He inherits a runner in scoring position. In St. Louis, when inning 2/3, 1 strikeout, he only threw 11 pitches, so he's very economical. So the heartthrob enters his 15th game. Was in El Paso, to recall recently. Lefty on lefty right here with 1 out.
Lefty is Nimmo with a runner at second. Langford with an RBI double in this inning. Back-to-back doubles off Buehler. Buehler goes 5 1/3, 4 hits, still responsible for that runner at second. So far 1 run. Walked 1, struck out 7. 87 total pitches. Ball 3. Spirals off the backside, no throw. Nimmo in the air to left field, will head foul, slicing. Full count now with 1 out. Langford at second base, and what is now a tie game. Foul again.
Kyle Hart wants to leave that runner out there. That is Walker Buehler's runner, and that's something that relievers take pride in. Leave him stranded.
And that strike 3 gets him looking. Challenging is Nimmo.
Batters challenging the strike ball.
He's wrong.
It was a strike. Texas has 1 remaining challenge.
There's another look at the pitch. The 4-seam fastball right at the knees at 93.
Good pitch.
Really good. Big out.
Langford at second with 2 down. Ezekiel Duran is 0 for 2 in this one, striking out, rounding into a fielder's choice. And the recipient of ball 1. 2-0. Action in the Padres pen. Jason Adam is up. He worked last night in game 1 of the series. Up the middle, but right there is Fernando. He will go to first base and barely get him at first. It'll end the inning. The Rangers grab a run and tie the score 1-1. Ty France will lead it off when we come back to Texas.
In the zone, AutoZone.
Well, this was a pitcher's duel, no doubt. Both starters are now out of the game, but Buehler 5 1/3, Gore 6 innings, both giving up 5 hits, both giving up 1 run. Gore walked 2, walking 1 is Buehler, and the strikeout's similar, 7-6. So pretty good matchup here today, but neither will be part of the decision. This game tied 1-1.
Can't get much closer. It was a pitcher's duel, you betcha. We got the good Mackenzie Gore. We've seen the progress of Walker Buehler. Now it's a battle of the bullpens here in Texas.
And Gray into the game now for the Rangers.
Here's the 4-1-1 on Gray, a 19th game. 3.70 ERA. A strikeout per innings pitched. 7 walks.
Ty France golfs this one foul off to the right out of play. Gore finished up his outing, retiring the last 9 Padres he faced. And a swing and a miss for Ty France. Struck him out on a four-seam fastball. Well, celebrate your favorite Padres players and personalities during upcoming theme games.
Theme game.
Hockey night includes a Michael King jersey.
Theme game.
Plus, score bobbleheads like Joe Musgrove for Harry Potter Day or the Don and Mud Mini Yacht bobblehead.
Theme game.
Explore all upcoming events at Padres.com/theme
games.
Games. Very important.
Yeah, here's the deal, folks. First of all, we appreciate you watching and enjoying Padres baseball, but you enjoy it even more if you buy the theme game ticket to go home with the theme game item.
No mini yacht for you if there's no theme game ticket.
And you want that mini yacht.
It's a must-have. Oh, hit with that is Solak. A changeup.
It's got away from him. Right in the elbow guard.
The pinch hitter coming up here for Bowen. They've called him back. It's going to be Gavin Sheets coming out here to pinch hit. Now Gavin Sheets with a home run last night in game 1 of the series. Just fair down the right field line. Five extra base hits now in his last 10 games. So the Rangers' pen lately has not been great. The last 7 games in 22 2/3 ERA over 7. Prior to that, they were pretty good. 29 1/3 innings pitched in 8 games with just a 1.23 ERA.
Can be a roller coaster ride for any bullpen. Consistency throughout the year is very, very key to make it to the playoffs and beyond. But talk about the roller coaster right now. The last 7 games, not good.
So 1 out with Solak at first base and Gavin Sheets off the bench pinch hitting for Jace Bowen. Off the end of the bat, cued foul over by the Padres dugout. They're housed on the third base side. Lead at first base for Solak, held on over there by Berger. And a pop-up foul ground as Higashioka. Look out, down from first is Berger to make the catch. Almost a collision. 2 down.
You know, when you look at that play, Higashioka got turned around. He was turned around the wrong way. He was facing the infield. For a catcher to catch this ball, the ball's going to be coming back. Watch Higgy, right? He's in a position. I got it. Nice job. Taking charge is Berger, because Higashioka was not in a good position to catch that one.
So 2 down. Solak at first. Sheets is erased, and that brings up Blake Hunt. His 3rd plate appearance of the day. And in the majors. Struck out in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. Strike 1.
You know, everybody loves a storybook ending story. How sweet would it be for Blake here? You've got some speed on first base. You got Solak. Hit a gapper here. You got 2 outs, crack of the bat, ball to the wall, and watch him score in a big hit for Blake. Peyton Gray, the pitcher for the Rangers, is another guy who made his major league debut this year back in April.
A win up in the pen for Texas. Two and two. Changeup. Taking his hitter's timeout here for that 2nd strike.
That changeup from Gray is his #1 pitch. He'll throw the 4-seamer and the slider.
Solak at first with 2 down here in the Padres' 7th inning. Full count now. Peyton Gray first out of that Rangers pen, which has been much maligned lately. Fouled off, will do it again. And of course, off on the 3-2 count with 2 outs was Solak. He'll be off again. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Gets him on the changeup. 7th inning stretch, all tied at 1.
But the internet, great.
Padres baseball is presented by Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel, San Diego's trusted team for over 50 years. And by Tavo Pets, Pet Protection Reimagined. Visit Tavo Pets at our Solana Beach showroom. Tight one. Had lots of offense last night in game 1, not so much here in game 2. Game tied 1-1 as we head to the last half of the 7th inning. Well, the Padres have 1 more game left here in Texas, and then it is back home again. This 3-city tour coming to an end tomorrow. Home to take on the Braves and Dodgers before heading back out on the road to Chicago to take on the Cubs at Wrigley Field for the first time since the wild card round last year. And then the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium, part of that next road trip. That's what's coming up for the Padres.
Hey, big homestand. Atlanta going in today in first place of the NL East, 7.5 games up on the Phils at 47-27. And of course the Dodgers 49-27 going into today. Put it on the calendar.
The new pitcher into the game is Jason Adam.
We got a close one, and as I mentioned earlier, battle of the bullpens knotted up at 1, the bottom of the 7th, stretch time here. How you doing? 32nd game for Jason Adam. 1.98 ERA. 27 1/3 innings pitched. 18 strikeouts. Opponent's hitting .240 off Jason Adam.
Nice job by Kyle Hart coming in with the runner at second and getting a strikeout and a ground out.
Very nice job by Kyle, backing up back-to-back outings. We saw him in St. Louis, as I mentioned, ending in 2/3, multiple innings for Kyle. A job well done.
So Sheet stays in the game, takes over in left field. And moving from left to right is Samad Taylor. A swing and a miss for Jared Kelenic. He was 0 for 2 against Buehler when looking in the second, swinging in the fifth. Adam ahead, 0-2. He was greeted to last night's game rudely. First pitch he threw went out of the yard.
It's a great thing about relievers. You know, you have a rough outing or you give up a run, there's a good chance that if you haven't thrown, back-to-back days or thrown a lot of pitches, you're going to get another chance the very next night. And forgetting about that last outing or that last pitch or that last home run is something you gotta forget about.
Popped up foul. That'll get backhand out of play. So Buehler 5 1/3 today. 4 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 7. This is bloop to shallow left, falling fast and in for a base hit. Leadoff single for Kelenic starts the bottom of the 7th inning for Texas.
Little duck snort to left. Changeup. Usually on a changeup out in front of it, off the end of the bat. Yeah, exactly off the end of the bat. Little lob wedge to left.
Kelenic at first as Berger stands in on the right side. Over to first, kind of slings it over there. And back safely is Kelenic. Berger has struck out twice. Grounds it foul, down 0-2. Adrian Morejon up for the Padres. And a tie game right now. Last of the 7th. Runner goes as Berger fouls it off, and head first into second. Well, Kelenic, he's going to go back to first on the foul.
I was just going to say, on the last pitch, he was doing a lot of dancing over there at first base, trying to get in scoring position.
Not running, and this pitch missing downstairs. Two and two. I feel pretty much straight away on Berger. He's got power to all fields. Let's have 12 home runs on the year.
He's grounded into 5 double plays this year.
They're saying there's a chance. There's a fly ball headed out towards right center field and deep. Merrill going back at the wall. Gone. Into the bullpen. A 2-run shot for Jake Berger. 3-1 Texas. Jason Adam has given up another home run. One in each of the first 2 games of this series.
Four-seam fastball up and away, and that's the exact blueprint, the exact plan that you need as a hitter. And Berger shortens up, takes it to right center field for the 2-run shot.
Nicky Lopez is ahead in the count, 2-0. Slide to left, reached on what they have now ruled an infield hit, followed by the throwing error by Fernando. Made that scoring change last inning. Lopez chops it up the middle. Fernando to the backhand for the first out here in the 7th. I'll bring up Kyle Higashioka. His number 9 spot of the order is lined out to second, grounded out to second base. Both times Fernando up to the task. Higashioka, this is year 2 in Texas after leaving San Diego. '24 with the Padres. He had 17 home runs for San Diego, and as we talked about it earlier, a lot of them went into the Higgy Bank.
Yep.
Left field corner, the Western Metal Supply building that he misses.
He can turn on the inside fastball.
This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Counts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the San Diego Padres. th pitch coming up here for Adam. Look out. Sweeper, not much sweep. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out for out number 2. First strikeout for Jason Adam.
Also a nice bounce back after the single, the home run, the ground ball, now a strikeout, and there it is. Just a little bit of movement off the plate on that slider.
Two down. Flip the order over for Jock Peterson. 0-for-3. Tardy on the fastball. Padres pitchers K9 batters today, so you win. Score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. Strike 2. Juan Marinaccio is now up in the pen as Maury Holland sits down. Peterson flips it foul the other way.
Two-run shot is big. You know, if it's a solo shot, it makes it 2-1. You got the bloop and a blast. Try to take the lead. Now the Padres looking like running out of innings, running out of outs. Try to get those extra runners on base and come up with that big blow.
Check swing foul. Back to the screen. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Jock Peterson. Base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out, but the damage has been done. 2-run shot for Jake Berger as the Rangers on top 3-1. 3-1, Rangers have the lead as we head to the 8th inning. We'll spend your summer at America's #1 ballpark cheering on the Padres. Join us for exciting matchups and promotions, family-friendly fun, and must-have giveaways. Explore the full schedule and get your tickets at the official source. That's Padres.com/tickets.
She's looking for her tickets right now when they go back to San Diego against the Braves and the Dodgers. Love to see the brown and gold. I use a toothpick. Anyway, rocking the soda. Rocking the Ultra there. Yeah, we see you.
Cole Winn is into the game for Texas.
2-run lead for the Rangers. And we talk about the bullpen for the Rangers. Doing a fine job overall. 3rd in the AL at a 3.47 ERA. And here are the numbers. Cole Winn. 27th game, high ERA 5.5, more strikeouts than innings pitched. 264 average against.
Takes over for Peyton Gray. Win an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, struck out 2, hit a batter. Popped up foul off to the right, out of play. Double for Fernando back in the 3rd, a 1-for-3 game. Line towards right center field. That's in for a base hit for Fernando. Cut off by Langford, who throws it back in, but Fernando will be standing at second. A leadoff double that starts the top of the 8th. Second double of the game for Fernando.
And Fernando was scooting out of the box. He knew that he's going to get in scoring position as this ball once again is rifled. Got on top of that fastball. Off the bat, 109. Oh, and it's got that sound.
Tatis at second to start the 8th. There's Samad Taylor. He is squaring, pulls it back to take ball 1. They're crashing from the corners. Expecting the bunt from Taylor. .444 with runners in scoring position this season so far for Samad Taylor. Bunt, drops it down. The catcher Higashioka will throw him out. No, off the glove. Taylor is safe. Lopez covering, and he couldn't catch it.
Mention it all the time. To see what speed can do. It makes the defense rush a little bit. Let's go back to the bunt. There it is. Deadened out in front of home plate. Now the race is on. Higashioka. Let's see his positioning. I got it. Mask flies off. Short hops first baseman Lopez.
Well, not a great throw.
No, not at all. Big break.
So his second hit of the game. First and third, nobody out for Manny. Runner goes, and Manny fouls it back to the screen. Well, the only run today for the Padres. Manny Machado back in the 3rd inning with his double. Will score. Fernando from second base, just out of the reach of Langford. It did get a little bit of glove on it. And he's driving in his 37th run of the year. Taylor was going last time. Not going this time, and Machado with a swing and a miss, 0-2. On the ground, slowly hit. Young will go to first base for the out. Run will score. And it's a one-run game. It's now 3-2 with Taylor getting into scoring position. So Machado retired 5-3, but picks up another RBI.
All right, avoiding the strikeout, just putting the ball in play and staying out of the double play as well. As Fernando scampers home.
Now Xander Bogaerts. Walked in the second. Struck out in the third, grounded out to short in the sixth inning. Tying run at second base in the speedy Taylor. Slider, good pitch.
Those are his go-to pitches. One of the three, the four-seamer, the cutter, and that slider we just saw.
Taylor at second, one away, a run in. Down a run. Bogaerts with a check swing grounder back to the mound. Taylor will take third as he throws out Bogaerts with a second out. And now the tying run 90 feet away. And here comes Skip Schumacher with Jackson Merrill scheduled next. So we've got a pitching change in Texas. Padres have a run back. The tying run 90 feet away with 2 outs. We'll step aside.
Long way.
3-2. Rangers have the lead. Padres have a run back this inning here in the 8th. They've got the tying run at third, and now Tyler Alexander into the game for the Rangers.
31st game for the left-hander. A 3 ERA, even 30 innings, fewer strikeouts, 9 walks, 291 opponent's batting average against. And lefty's hitting 3. Check that, 327 off the lefty.
Here's a ground ball. Base hit into right field for Jackson Merrill. From third to tie the game, Samad Taylor. Merrill madness in Texas has tied this game at 3.
First pitch offering, it's a sweeper, and on contact, that's right down the middle. And Jackson out in front of it, find the hole. For Hopper. RBI single to tie it up.
Now Ty France taking off his Merrill. The pitch is a strike, and the throw will be late. Stolen base for Jackson Merrill.
Wow, going into this inning, the Texas Rangers, after 7 innings of play, 31-0. At the Padres, they got something to say about that as they tie it up here in the 8th.
Now looking to take the lead with Merrill in scoring position and 2 down. Ty France will ground it foul. Two runs this inning charged to Cole Winn. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to France. From 0-2 to 3-2. Nick Solak waits on deck here for San Diego. Fouls it off. We'll do it again. 3-2. Jackson Merrill with the stolen base. He's got 2 stolen bases in this game now. That is ball 4, and France draws a walk with 2 down. So far, Tyler Alexander giving up a game-tying hit and now a walk. There's at first and second, and that'll bring up Solak. Merrill at second, France at first. Solak today has walked flat out to center and been hit by a pitch. On the ground to shortstop. Duran will go to second for the out that ends the inning. But the damage has been done. Now the Padres get 2 in the top of the 8th. Jackson Merrill driving in the game-tying run. Base hit to right. Scores Taylor. All tied at 3 in Texas. Tied up 3-3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning back in Texas, where the Padres have launched a brand new way to explore and book suites. Available online from your desktop or mobile device. This new website allows you to browse all Petco Park suite layouts, view pricing, and see availability in real time. Visit Padres.com/suites and purchase yours online today.
These Padre fans hoping for a Padre victory as the left-hander Adrian Morejon comes into this game. Last 5 games, 5 2/3, no runs, 4 strikeouts for the hard-throwing lefty. Hold the Rangers, get a win. 35th game. Boy, that ERA is creeping down very nicely. Early in the season it was up there because he had a rough outing. Free and easy delivery, and there's 98 coming your way from the lefty.
Ball and a strike here to Josh Young, leading it off. 2, 3, and 4 featured in the inning here for the Rangers in the last of the 8th. It was a tie game now. Strike 2. Jacob Latz, who we saw last night, finish it off up in the pen. Stays alive, fouling it back to the screen. A 2-2 to Young. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. First out of the bottom of the 8th.
Well, anytime you get that leading hitter, that's huge. And for Morejon, go with that changeup for the swing and miss. In and out of the zone.
1 down in the 8th. Wyatt Langford takes strike 1. Been on twice, a walk and a double. He's driven in a run. And down 0-2. Struck him out. Change up again. Back-to-back Ks for Morihone. 2 down.
Oh, it's worth another look, and he's got a good feel for that changeup. This one skips it, brings him to a knee. Cannot hold back.
2 down for Brandon Nimmo. Nimmo has grounded into a fielder's choice, single to center, struck out. Miles an hour on the fastball, but it misses. Little bloop that will fall in center field for a base hit with 2 down.
'99 on the two-seamer. Down by the label. Not a good sound, but a good result. Shallow into center for the knock.
So 2 down. Nimmo at first. Ezekiel Duran. And 0 for 3 game for the Texas shortstop. Runner goes, and a swing and a miss. Throw down there is cut off, fortunately, by Fernando. That was headed for center field. But a stolen base has Nimmo in scoring position. And is there going to be, what do we got here? Interference? It's going to send the runner back.
Batter interference on the throw?
Apparently.
Let's check out the follow through on the swing here from Duran. There's the pitch. There's the swing. Watch the hitter.
Hit him in the leg on the follow through, but
yeah. Oh yeah, the bat. The bat hit him on the backswing. There you go. Contact is made. Runner goes back.
Swing and a miss, and Morihone strikes him out. We go to the 9th inning, tied at 3.
You're now on Uber Eats.
Time now for our drive of the game, powered by Snapdragon. Jackson Merrill ties the game with his base hit to right field. Samad Taylor scores from third base, and the Padres tie it up 3-3. It's a big day for Merrill. 3 hits, 2 stolen bases. And as we head to the 9th inning, it'll be Sheets to lead it off. And Blake Hunt and Fernando scheduled to bat in the inning. Jacob Latz into the game for Texas.
Saw him last night. Team high 13th save last night. Inning and a third. He got that 4-out save through 11 pitches. Tall lefty out of the pen.
Skip Schumacher tried to get that final out with somebody else, so he wouldn't have to do back-to-back 4-out save situations, and it became costly, as it turns out, for the Rangers. Sheets takes strike 1.
And the numbers for the left-hander. 28th game, nice ERA. Strikeout more than innings pitched, only walked 7, so he's around the plate.
giving up a couple of homers.
Sheets pops it up foul off to the left out of play.
Boy, if Gavin is late on something, there's a huge hole as we take a look at the defense for Texas. Young way off the bag. He's playing like a middle depth at shortstop. Gavin pokes up down that left field line. That's a double.
Two balls, two strikes here to Sheets. It's like Rodolfo Duran has come out on deck. He would pinch hit for Hunt. Broken back grounder that goes to the shortstop, and Duran throws out Sheets. Ended up right in behind second base. One away here in the ninth inning. It'll be Duran to pinch hit here. For Blake Hunt, was 0 for 3. His first major league start, 3 strikeouts. No first big league hit today.
Hey, you look good behind the plate. Receiving the ball.
Strike 2.
Boy, Latz is having one heck of a year. Righties batting .090. Lefties .160. Both sides. He's having one heck of a year.
Duran fouls it off to the right out of play. Stays alive here, down 0-2. The Reaper up in the pen. Popped up. Down from third is Young. Falls off. Higashioka makes a catch, 2 down.
Second baseman number 23, Fernando Tatis.
2 outs in the ninth for Fernando.
Well, Fernando likes to swing at that first pitch. What's Latz going to do right here? Fernando gets something that is in the zone. It's to his liking. He put a charge in one.
Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike.
Change up. Latz probably thinking along those same lines. He likes that first pitch and he lands a change up. Good pitch.
Strike 2. He's got to hurry. He just did get it off. This one is fouled off to the right out of play. Almost a clock violation for Latz. Swing and a miss, and Fernando strikes out to end the top of the ninth. Going to the bottom of the ninth in Texas, tied at 3. Well, more at home as he ends up pitching the 8th. Will start the 9th inning in this tie ball game, 3-3. Ended up striking out the side with a base hit mixed in. The pinch hitter Justin Foscue will pinch hit for Jared Kelnick to begin the bottom of the 9th inning. Pinch hit in last night's game as well. Takes strike one. Strike two, changeup.
Well, not only the nasty stuff from Morty Home, but also the location of those pitches. That changeup, you cannot get hurt down there. Now he's really got to battle Foscue. Being down 0-2. You don't know what to expect. Coming off the bench, facing 100 and a changeup like that.
Rounds one foul outside of third. Joe Ross is up in the pen right now for the Rangers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out for out number one of the ninth inning. 4 strikeouts now for Morty Home.
This is just straight gas. Petrol, cheese, two-seamer, right down the middle. No chance.
Jake Berger. Strike one. Gas right there at a hundo. Berger's 2-run shot in the 7th at the time broke a 1-1 tie, gave the Rangers a 3-1 lead. Up there again. Keeps climbing that ladder higher and higher.
See if he goes to the next rung on this next pitch. He's like, yeah, I'm cool with that pitch. See what it is here. Up top.
One-two pitch. Hits him on the hands. Ooh.
Wow. Two-seamer. Oh. Right index finger looked like. Index finger, middle finger. Right on the knuckles. That'll start throbbing in about 3 minutes.
Another pinch hitter coming up here. Cody Freeman. Hitting for Nicky Lopez. Continuing to check on that finger over by the dugout. One out, one on. Last of the ninth, tied 3-3. Pitch hitter Cody Freeman. Takes strike one. Freeman, I think, went around. Yes, he did. Home plate umpire makes the call.
Out in front, can't hold up. See him choking up on that bat as well, trying to get a little bat control.
Shoots it foul over by the Rangers dugout. There's a pop-up into shallow right. Out goes Fernando. Taylor coming in. Fernando will backpedal to make the catch for out number 2 of the ninth inning.
The catcher, number 11,
Ashioka coming up here. 0-for-3 from the number 9 spot in the order.
See if they keep the ball, Morihone, that is away from Higashioka. He likes to turn on that inside fastball.
Takes strike one on a slider.
Love the backdoor slider.
Thirty pitches now for Morihone in relief in an inning and 2/3. Foul back, 0-2.
Well, Higashioka knows what to expect from Morihone. Caught him when he was there with the Padres, so now he's trying to hit him.
2-2. Always wondered about that thinking part for the catcher.
Right?
Having caught him before.
Yeah. Okay, what would I put down here? Right? If I'm catching Adrian, what am I going to put down?
2-2 is in the air down the right field line, headed foul.
Ooh. Ooh. Tell you, that's the right idea. We mention it all the time. Fastballs, up and away, take it that way. It's fastball out of half up, and this ball slices. Just a strike, long strike.
Strike 3 call ends the inning. We got bonus baseball from Texas. 5 strikeouts from Morihone in 2 innings. Higashioka down by way of the K. Headed to the 10th in Texas.
Only at Pizza Hut.
3-3 to the 10th we go. It'll be Taylor, Machado, and Bogaerts with Fernando at second base here in the 10th inning. Into the game is Joe Ross.
Well, a name from the past. Remember that 3-player deal, that 3-team deal, Padres, National, Rays. Involved in that deal was the hitting coach for the Padres, Steven Souza Jr. Joe Ross now into the game, brother of Tyson Ross. 6th game, 10 ERA, 6.2. Small sample size. Bonus baseball.
So Fernando at second to begin the 10th. Taylor had a 3-hit night last night, a 2-hit game today, already squaring.
Get a really good view at second base of that bunt attempt, that pitch going in to get a good secondary lead.
Taylor may have offered at it.
Ooh.
They're going to check. No.
Oh.
Wow.
I thought I saw a little punch there.
Yep.
What's the bat? Oh, that's an attempt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So instead, 2-0. Make it 3-0. Now Berger moving all the way back, as he is young, almost to the lip of the grass, with a count of 3-0. Pulls it back, takes a strike, 3-1.
Trying to bunt it down that third base line to draw into third baseman, crashing hard. You got the pitcher who could possibly field at third base line, turn and throw. Remember, not a force play, so trying to draw that third baseman in.
Did he go? No, and it's ball 4. So down to first base for Taylor. Whoa.
Oh, that's another offer.
Wow. It's so short and quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not picking it up. Nowinski at first base. So first and second, nobody out here in the 10th for Manny Machado. Manny with an RBI double back in the 3rd inning. He's showing bunt.
Wow.
Two and 0.
Wow.
Well, this Rangers pen much maligned lately. Padres trying to take advantage of that. Machado sends one out towards deep left center field. It is back. It is gone. 3-run home run. Man, oh man, oh Manny, deep in the heart of Texas. Padres take a 6-3 lead in the 10th.
Manny realizes that all the pressure is on Joe Ross. Look at how sweet and smooth and that sound off the bat for the 3-run shot. That's the big blow right there. Oh, you got, and the Padre fan catches it. 3-run shot, big blow for Manny. There are home runs, there are big home runs, and then huge home runs, especially on the road in bonus baseball, and that is huge for Manny Machado.
After such a frustrating night last night, comes up with a huge home run here, and he has driven in a total of 4 in this game now. Had a RBI double earlier.
Time for a little breather, time to hydrate, enjoy the rest of the inning. It wouldn't hurt to add on.
Bogarts lines one through the left side into left field, a base hit. First hit of the day, second time that Xander has been aboard. Big day for Jackson Merrill. 3 hits, RBI, 2 stolen bases. He tied the game 3-3. His base hit in the 8th. In the dirt on the splitter, 1-1. On the ground, foul.
Well, that Manny home run. This is why you bring your glove to the ballpark, and it's extra special because it's a Padre fan. Nice two-handed grab there. I don't know where that guy lives, but wherever it is, he loves the brown and gold, and he's going home with a Manny Machado home run baseball. He brought his Rawlings first baseman's glove to the yard. Good for him.
Merrill lifts it foul off to the left, out of play.
Nice catch.
Ross trying to find his bearings here right now. Things have sped up on him in a hurry.
Yeah, home plate has got like baseball repellent or something around on it. You know, it's just not finding the zone. When it did, man, he hit it out.
This is on the ground to second base. Mosque to second for 1, to first. It'll go off the glove to Berger. And Merrill will reach. They get the lead runner though in Bogarts.
That's why you got to hustle, and Jackson always hustling down that line.
High throw, Berger. Can't squeeze it. Off the glove.
There's Ty France. 1 out, Merrill at first base here in the 10th. Padres now on top 6-3. Merrill takes off, and a pop-up left side foul ground. Josh Young will make the catch for out number 2. 2 down to the 10th. So Will Wagner is going to pinch hit for Nick Solak. Little bloop out the center. Duran going out there to make the catch. It ends the inning. Oh, but the damage has been done. Manny Machado connects on a 3-run home run in the top of the 10th inning. 13th home run of the year. 6-3 Padres. To the bottom of the 10th we go.
Well, the San Diego Padres probably have the best bullpen in baseball, and one of the reasons is Morihone. He goes out there late and close. 5 strikeouts in 2 solid innings. He's got the nasty changeup. He's got the 2-seamer at 100. He's got a 4-seamer as well. 2 frames, 5 punchies, setting up for the 3-run shot off the bat of Manny Machado. That's where we stand now. Bottom of the 10th. Padres lead by 3, 6-3. Here's Don.
Mason Miller into the game.
Time to buckle down, and this is why it's so important in bonus baseball to get that 3rd run in that 1 inning, because the 2-run shot can tie it right back up, right? That's why that's huge as we take a look at Mason's numbers. 30th game, and the numbers are just grotesque. Good to have Mason back. He was on the bereavement list for a little bit. Back in action, trying to shut down the Rangers.
Jock Peterson leading it off here. Grounding it foul outside of first. On the save streaks, active leaders. Marcelo Iglesias, Roldis Chapman, Mason Miller. To center, Merrill going back to make the catch in front of the track. Diaz will tag and move to 3rd. 1 down to the 10th. Now, Padres fans just scored a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box with today's Padres home run.
Yeah. As Manny slaps one out of the ballpark, make sure you slap some cheese on that thing tomorrow.
Here's Josh Young. Hey, look out. It's a slider, no fastball. Rangers, of course, have some experience against Mason Miller, being in this division as an athletic. Off the end of the bat, foul. That slider just takes off.
It's nasty. It's we don't see it every day. I mean, we do as Pod, but as far as the great big picture of baseball, you don't see stuff like Mason Miller every single day.
Down the line, foul. All 2 strikes here to Young. He has now at 3rd base. .103 but wide.
If that slider's wide, we've seen it so many times, Don. Oh, you'll see the swing and miss. It does not have to be a strike.
Swing and a miss, and there's that slider. Struck him out. 2 down to the 10th inning.
I would not want to step in that box against a guy like Mason Miller. You're facing 103, and then there's that slider way off the plate. In the other batter's box. Brings him to a knee. Wow. We've seen a lot of that.
Now Wyatt Langford. He's been on twice, a walk and a double. Ball and a strike. Two down in the 10th inning. Fouled off. 1-2.
Calm, cool, collected Mason Miller. And talk about slowing the game down.
The 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, gets away from Duran, but not far enough for Diaz to try it. Especially where his run does not mean much.
Yeah.
No reason to get thrown out at the plate.
Absolutely.
To end the game.
Rangers trying to get that tying run to the plate. That's why this at bat is so important.
Two balls, two strikes here to Langford. Fouled off again. Battle continues. Two from Miller. Oh, look out. Up and in. 102. Wow.
That'll get your attention. That'll wake you up.
Not a lot of time to react to 102.
No. Now we've seen Mason throw that slider any time, and yeah, you can laugh about it now. Oof.
Popped up. Third base way. Manny Machado and foul ground by the Padres dugout will not have a play. It's on the roof of their house.
And it was the slider. He'll throw it anytime.
Full count here to Langford with two down. On the ground towards third base. Manny Machado on the run. His throw will be late. Run scores. Rangers are still alive. Infield hit for Langford. Makes it 6-4.
Oh, Langford can smell it. He gets down the line quite well, and Manny does everything. Glove, hand on the run. Beats it out.
So they will have the tying run come to the plate here in Nemo. Sprays it foul. This will be the 20th pitch in relief in this inning for Mason Miller. Elevates and gets him to go around. Runner takes second on the defensive indifference. They were not holding him on. 0-2 pitch. That is strike three, and the Padres win.
Batter challenge and last strike of the game.
The ABS challenge might as well. But you'll be wrong.
It's confirmed. Game over.
Padres win. A 6-4 victory for San Diego as they take game 2 of the series in 10 innings. And Manny Machado with a big blast. A 3-run home run in the 10th inning gives the Padres the victory. And a big day for Manny. An RBI double earlier in the game as well.
Boy, Manny crushed a mistake. It came at a great time as well. Good to see the pop. Good game all the way around. And I mean, so much to talk about. Talk about Walker Buehler. The job he did, and then turn over to the bullpen. Morejon. Kyle Hart did a nice job, even though Jason Adam gave him a home run, a couple runs. Good job. Good battle back for this club.
Yeah, tough night last night, no doubt about it. Yep. Having that early lead, 5-0, and then losing the game to bounce back the way they did. Pretty tremendous here today in Texas. We're going to look at this home run in the 10th inning from Manny Machado.
Let's take a look at the pitch. Now all the pressure was on Joe Ross. He was having trouble throwing strikes. That's the one strike during the outing, caught by the Padre fan. The 3-run shot, it's huge. Really hard to hold back the smiles if you're a Padre fan, and Manny Machado with that swing.
So as it turns out, Morejon will get the victory in this game. Mason Miller comes in to pick up the save, and the Padres get the victory as Ross will take the loss in this game for the Texas Rangers, and a good win for the Padres. It's time now for our Active Mic, presented by the Active Cash Card, and joining us from field level, Manny Machado. Man, oh man, oh Manny, that had to feel good, Manny.
Yeah, I did.
Manny, talk about when a guy like Joe Ross can't find the plate. What's your mindset? I mean, I know you've got the great, sweet, smooth swing. What's your mindset when a guy is not around the plate like Joe Ross?
Well, honestly, I was trying to get, he walks C there, so I was like, man, I'm gonna try to bunt here, man. If we get something down, base hit. The guy was playing me back, obviously, so it's an easy hit if I get it down right. If not, it's gonna be a ball and let it go, and then put myself in a good count after that. So after that, once I laid off of that slider down the way, which is probably his best pitch, you in that situation, you kind of have to just come in the zone and just trying to be aggressive and not miss it.
Pretty good team win here as well. Frustrating night for everybody last night, just to kind of flush it and come into tonight and have a big game today, and you guys did just that, it appeared.
That was huge. Obviously, we got that. We had a couple hits here and there early in the game. Got some guys on, put some traffic in, made McKenzie throw some strikes. Obviously, the job that Walker did today was unbelievable. Going out there and throwing 6. Obviously, that last inning kind of gave up those 2 hits to tie the game up, but did an unbelievable job keeping us in the game. And then our bullpen came in, did their job. Obviously, they got the home run, made it 3-1. But then we kept fighting, we kept chipping away, and gave us opportunity to go get them late in the game.
Manny, it's so much fun to watch Mason Miller from our vantage point. We get to watch it on TV, of course, but from your vantage point at third base, what is it like from your third base position to see this kid at work?
Man, it's impressive. I mean, it's just so hard. I mean, I've been in the batter's box with him, so I know it's not a fun at bat, and especially if you get one up and tight, you're kind of brushing your stuff off, and then the impressive thing is he commands a slider. He throws a slider for strikes. So, whenever a guy could do that, throwing 101 and could dot both pitches, I mean, it's tough. It's a tough situation. So whenever we get the lead, we know that, he's going to come in there and get that lockdown.
Congrats on your day. Congrats on the win. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
The final score from Texas in 10 innings, the Padres 6, the Rangers 4. Thank you for watching Padres Baseball, presented by Major League Baseball. For Mark Grant and Mike Pomerantz, I'm Don Orsillo. Now stay tuned for the Padres postgame show.